So much energy here in the house tonight. We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the It's no wonder they call him the Pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe. You are looking at... Here comes the Pride of Wales, super middleweight, light heavyweight world champion.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
Good luck.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. He misses with that jab. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot you.
Good counter right-handed kick. And he just missed with that left jab. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Chins, by the way. Great counter right-handed. He threw the hook, didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Look absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. It has been a back-and-forth contest so far, no doubt about it. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of him. These kind of fighters, They want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's get it started in round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it.
They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Neither man really defending themselves. Got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Nice exchange here from both men. He just misses with that jab. Good counter left hand there. And a counter left. Nice counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Punch, counter punch. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept that.
On to the 4th we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That left counter was perfectly timed. Lands with the right counter. That counter shot lands. Stamina is so important for these 2 fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He misses with that jab. Left counter punch will score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Nice counter shot. Left counter scores. He just misses with that big right hand. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. There's a counter shot. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 5. corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters. And this with that jab. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Good counter punch. He parries that left jab away. Perfect counter shot. He blocks that jab. The perfect counter lands. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Hard, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. He gets out of the way of that left hand. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow.
This is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Counter right. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Good left counter that lands. He misses with that jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Good swing and a miss. The Prince of Wales is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Beautiful counter shot. No rest for the weary. Nice counter. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Beautiful counter punch. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down, you've got to think right.
And there's the bell for round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Can't find a home for that jab. Good counter punching. He blocks that jab. He blocks the jab. Nice counter punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Counter punch. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Find a home in that jab. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Why sit in a pocket when your punches are this slow? Big left there, but misses. Parries that right jab away. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Last 10 seconds of the round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think...
And we enter the night. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. A very competitive round here so far. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance without...
We've made it to round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. A big left, but doesn't score with it. Good left hand. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Neither man really defending themselves. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. That left hand misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complained.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both men step back for just a moment. His jab just got blocked. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's gonna have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Leaves a knockout without it.
On to the 12th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Didn't land that jab. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Right punch. Nice job by him to block that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, Johnny, it was a very close fight until the end. In the end, we get a split decision.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as, I might have been around that or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even fight, even match. I'd have noted that as well.